Marcia.
We've been very good. Well, actually, it's been everyone, the water department has been very busy. They have taken apart the flocculator, the flocculator number 4, done some serious work up at the plant. In order to do that, the CRV well was put online and has been feeding the water supply to the village of Goshen so they could turn off the plant. It's been a tremendous amount of coordination. It's turned out exceedingly well, and they've been able to replace and refurbish some parts of that plant that are seriously needed. Art, anything else that I should be?
We started sequestering.
Oh, yeah, I know that. I mean, up to the plant.
Oh, no.
Go ahead, you can do this.
No, it's okay, go ahead.
At the CRV well, simultaneously, we're doing the sequestering agent to try to control the manganese content, and we have been relying on that water. It's been a tremendous cooperation from the Orange County Health Department in letting us do so. And the pump station at Harness Estates has worked out exceedingly well for us on this. We can say that we are pleasantly surprised at how well the whole system has been working. And the fact that that has put additional water into a hilltop tank, everything is connected to each other, has taken some additional monitoring necessary at Hilltop, but for right now, believe me, we hold our breath. Things to be going very well. The next step, as you heard, in getting our application approved is going off to the DEC. We'll get their comments, respond, and then we will be complete and on our way. And that's where we are right now. Aside from that, I wanted to note that we planted another almost 20 trees with our additional funding that we received from the grant, and that we can look forward to more in the spring. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marcia. I just have two quick comments. I was invited by the 5th grade of Goshen School District to speak to the 5th graders. It was a wonderful experience. They asked some real good questions, and they're very well behaved. Not surprising. Nobody threw spitballs at me. Also, I want to congratulate two volunteer firemen, Elmer Budd and Jim Felchek. They reached a milestone of 50 years as volunteer firemen in the community. We were talking about it the other day, and that's a century of volunteering. That's really something. And they both were former chiefs. Elmer, as a matter of fact, is going through the line again. He's the chief again, and Jim Felchek is the vice president of Cataract, so they're still actively involved. And it's nice to see. Yeah, it's nice to see such great volunteers that 50 years and they're still going strong. So I want to, on behalf of the Village of Goshen and the Village Board, I want to commend these gentlemen on the fine job of volunteering. Okay, citizens' comments.
Just step in front of the camera, Marcia.
Hi, good evening, Marcia Jacobo.
Your address?
I'm sorry?
Your address?
My address?
Yes.
Oh, Jacobo.
He didn't say you have the word address.
I'm sorry.
I just heard it.
I was speechless. She didn't Very funny.
Jacobson has Esquire, 156 Orange Avenue, Walden, New York. I'm here on behalf of Harness Estates LLC. We've had much discussion. We've had correspondence received from my office and from Thomas Ollie requesting that we be on the agenda this evening. My understanding is that the engineers, the applicant have met on numerous occasions, and we hopefully are now at the stage where the village engineer, and I certainly will not speak for Mr. Tully, but hopefully he will be able to tell the board this evening that everything's ready for, I will rephrase that. There are certain streets that have not yet been accepted by the village that have been offered, and we're seeking for those to be accepted, and other infrastructure, namely the booster pump stations, to be accepted by the village. And I believe that those are at the point where everything's been done in accordance with the approved plans, and we're seeking to be put on the next month's agenda so that there can be a resolution prepared wherein the village will accept those improvements. Additionally, we're looking to have the performance bond that presently exists reduced, and the engineers for both the applicant and the village will be hopefully concurring on a number that can get reduced to, and that also will be something that we'll be seeking the board to approve at the next meeting.
Yeah, you'll be on the agenda for the next meeting. Sorry with the communication slowdown, but unfortunately we only had one meeting this month, and we're going to make sure that it doesn't happen next year at this time because of all the holidays, but they don't fall quite the same way. So yes, you will be on the agenda and one of those resolutions in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay?
Anything else?
Is fine. Just I hope we can work out the maintenance bond numbers also at that time for the streets that are being accepted to the village.
Yeah, and that would be
Yeah,
standard
so-
operating procedure.
Right.
We would adopt a reduced performance bond, established maintenance bond, accept what's completed, and have the village up there doing what they do so well
Thank
as
you.
the winter comes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Any other citizens' comments?
Evening. At the public hearing for the fire department budget, a question was raised from the public as to whether or not the district could reduce their maintenance costs by cooperating with the town and village municipalities on grounds maintenance type of services. And the commissioner's response was that they would love to do that, but basically they couldn't. They didn't know how to do it. They had wanted to deal with a road paving issue that they came to the village with. Apparently there was advice by council regarding liability, and basically they just sort of threw up their hands. When the question was raised with the town board, 2 nights subsequent to that, if the town board would have any problems working out an IMA, the town board response was absolutely not. Whatever can be done to save the people of this area monies, is all well and good. They're willing to do it and would welcome sitting down with the Board of Commissioners. When I did raise this question with them, one of the responses from the town board was, "Will you ask the same question of the village?" To which I said, "I have no problem with that, be glad to." And so I'm now putting it in front of you, basically putting the question out there so it can be answered, so that it can be essentially taken back to the commissioners to say, look, both municipalities are willing to do this, perhaps you can all sit down. So I put it in front of you. Is it something you're willing to do, to sit down and negotiate an IMA?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, what advice, Joel, did you say I gave certain advice before?
That's what they indicated, that there was a question with regard to a pothole and some liability issues that apparently, they said the village...
Let me apologize by saying that I really wasn't paying attention when you started, so
Yeah.
could you refresh my recollection of what the question was?
I don't have a great deal of information on this, just that they said that there were problems with having the village do it.
Do what?
Patch this macadam between their drive by the Minnesinks and I guess it would be Canal that runs it, wherever it is. I don't want to state facts that aren't facts.
I don't know what to do.
That there was an issue that was raised by council and the village declined to provide the service. And that because of that they were basically throwing up their hands with regard to snow plowing and grounds maintenance by town and village crews, and we're dealing with it independently, rather than trying to consolidate services.
Okay, I'm throwing up there with town and village maintenance where?
On the various fire department grounds, the houses.
But aren't they all in the village?
Yeah.
They are, but the district is...
Did the town come and plow these at some time that I wasn't aware of?
No.
Or maintain them?
No?
So right now, they have independent companies
Right,
coming in and doing...
right, and they're including it in their budget, and the question was raised from the public, I didn't raise it, someone else did, as to whether or not costs could be reduced by perhaps having village and/or town crews do lawn cutting and snow plowing and grounds maintenance.